The time is just gone 20 minutes past 9 a.m. as we continue this morning. Now, yesterday I received a notice, and this was an important press release, a notice to all Muslims. And we're talking about the Radisson Hotel out in Umhlanga, where there was an incident. And Brother Ebrahim Laher sent out this message to me, and also at the same time advising, warning people about an incident that had taken place at the Radisson Hotel. And this was during breakfast, and cautioning Muslims again being misled at what is called at the egg station, where inquiries were made with regard to whether meat products were also prepared on the same griller. And later on, we had learned that the same chef prepared a pork omelet, and this was brought to the attention. They were confronted, and we at Salam Media, I just want to make it known that we tried to get hold of someone out of Radisson. We managed to get somebody, and we wanted them to come live on air with us. And for some reason or the other, we're not too sure whether they have blocked us because we can't get through to them. But an earlier comment that was made by one of the senior people at the Radisson Hotel saying they issued a statement. We've asked for the statement. That statement has not been coming. Brother Ebrahim Laher, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice talking to you again, Inayat. Hope you're all well, and and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to your listeners as well.
Yes, Jazakallah khairan so much. Now, obviously, you've shared with us this incident that had taken place at the Radisson Hotel in Umhlanga. What happened, Brother Ibrahim?
Inayat, it was very disappointing. So myself and my wife went down for breakfast yesterday. It wasn't very busy. I mean, there were just a few couples, and I think there were a few Muslim people there as well. And as we arrived into the hall, we were being seated at the breakfast area. We went up to the egg station, and the first inquiry I made was that on your egg station, do you actually serve any meat products on the station? So do you actually grill any meat products? I didn't specifically say halal products because a lot of times people don't understand the difference between halal and meat. So the chef confirmed to me, no, sir, we actually don't put any meat products on here at all. It's just normal eggs and an omelet, and it's all fine. Based on that, we actually ordered some eggs, and we took it to our table. Thereafter, I then decided to make some toast and get some tea, etc. And when I went up there, I then noticed that he was actually preparing some meat products on it, and particularly pork. I then confronted her, and she was, no, sorry, sir, it's a different section of it. And I said, but, that's not the point. The point is that you are actually preparing pork products, and pork or meat products is against, first of all, a lot of people's beliefs, etc. Forget the Muslims. There's Jewish people that don't eat pork. There's Hindu people that don't eat meat at all. And then you get the vegan community, which is a huge community that stays away from meat products as well. So you actually misled us, and she became a bit, aggressive, etc. But nevertheless, I then called upon the restaurant manager. He came and had a chat to me. I then discussed the matter with him, and then he brought the general manager, Marius, to come and have a chat to me as well. I must say that Marius was very apologetic. He was taken back. The hotel blamed it on the staff member completely, that the staff actually messed up. Whether we believe that or not is a different story. But he was very apologetic. He then came back and he mentioned to me that he's reprimanded the particular staff member, etc. And what I then did was I stood there for a while just to understand what was going on. But to my disappointment, they still left the same staff member there preparing other meals. After my insistence, that you should actually be removing her because she clearly doesn't understand, as a 5-star hotel chef, the difference between meat and non-meat products. And then finally they removed her, etc. And the hotel was then very apologetic. They, and I hope it was a sincere apology, and they said it will not happen again, and so on, and they'll put in extra measures. But I think it's a lesson for us as Muslims to learn and understand that we are very, very relaxed in terms of just going to any hotel these days and just ordering whatever we want, and we don't make certain whether the products are actually halal or not.
Yes, Ibrahim, I understand, and I accept the fact that they were apologetic, and rightfully so. They should be apologetic because this obviously is misleading and also exposing Muslims, and as you mentioned, not only Muslims but others that don't partake in pork, to exposing them to to this. But the key issue here is we've been trying all morning to try and get hold of somebody out of the Redison, and we managed to get, and they referred us from one person to the other, and finally my producer was told that they issued a statement. We've asked for that statement. That statement is still forthcoming. So it's something that we're not going to be leaving lying down until we get the hotel and the general manager or a senior staff member of the hotel to explain the situation.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I think it's a total injustice to those people that don't consume meat products, and specifically with the pork. I mean, it's an indictment on our religion, and knowing well that they claim that they're going to cater for 40% Muslim guests in the hotel, etc. And they should then make certain that they comply with some sort of regulations, all right? But it's a lesson for us to learn. It's a huge lesson for us as Muslims to learn that these kind of hotels and establishments don't cater for the halal community, and it's very sad.
Yes, and it's funny enough, on the very statement that you had issued, that when you raise this issue, suddenly we hear about a special halal kitchen that is in the process of being
Yeah,
approved. Now,
yeah.
clearly, you've been entertaining Muslim clientele, Muslim guests for a very, very long time. And it is only when an incident like this occurs, suddenly we hear about a special halal kitchen that is in the process of being approved.
Uh, they also make those claims at the halal. So just to correct, this hotel has been in operation for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so they're fairly new. It's quite a fairly new hotel at this stage, right? But nevertheless, I was then told that they're in discussions with Sanha to get approval for a separate halal kitchen, right? When my tweet went viral, etc., I got a call from Molana Nov Lucky as well, to go through what I actually said and so on. And I can assure you that from a Sanha perspective, Sanha has not been contacted whatsoever in arranging a halal kitchen for them as well. So that was another lie, right? So it's very disappointing. Really, it is.
Yes, I don't know if you're still at the hotel right now, Ibrahim, or have you
No, I
checked
am.
out
I am.
already?
I am still at the hotel.
Okay,
I am
uh,
going to
I need
monitor the
you, and
situation.
I'm going to make this appeal to you on air, and I
Oh,
think you will get in touch with the management that we
okay.
at Salam Media have tried to contact. We've been pushed from person to person, and as a media organization, we owe it to our listeners, we owe it to our viewers, we owe it to particularly our Muslim listeners to highlight issues like these when they come, and just to tell the general manager that we are affording them a right of reply because we have raised this issue. We normally do that here at Salam Media. We will afford the other party the opportunity. And even if it's going to be next week, they need to come on. They need to explain themselves, please, Ibrahim.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So just one final issue on this as well. So the 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 chairman of the Oceans building, or the chairman of the Oceans organization, by the name of Vivian Reddy, also gave me a call yesterday, and he was also very apologetic, and he believes that a total injustice was done as well. I do have his details as well. Inshallah, I will make contact with him to come on air with you as well.
Well, inshallah, Jazakallah khairan so much for that and for coming on this morning. Have yourself a wonderful Jummah, inshallah, Ibrahim.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. There we have it, Ibrahim Laher, first hand experience at the Radisson Hotel in Umhlanga. But here again, a great matter of concern where the general manager speaks about a special halal kitchen and in the process of being approved by Senha. Ibrahim Laher gets a call from Maulana Naulaki out of Senha saying that this is another lie. So Radisson, Umhlanga, you have a lot to explain, and we definitely are going to get to you. The time is just headed for 9:29 a.m. We come back. We're going to be talking to the General Secretary of Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Insaf. Here we go. Here we go. I see there is a message that has just come through before we go for the break. It says, Inayat, this Radisson matter will be swept under the carpet. As Muslims, we are slave to these discomforts of life. Abstention is best when in doubt. With that, we're heading for 9:30 a.m. We come back. We're talking with the General Secretary of Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Insaf, here in South Africa.